Okay, you guys, so here's part two. So, yeah, so, when I was, a couple years back, I was, going into, looking to do, start my own business. And as you guys know, the White Orchid Wellness Center. And I was in the astrology world. I mean, remember, I grew up in it. I grew up in it. I grew up in it since I was like, as far back as I can remember as a child. And so, I wasn't fully aware of the harm and the manipulation and the gaslighting and all these horrible things that the astrology community was doing. I mean, basically they're a cult. 100% they're a cult. And I didn't realize that, the astrology community will befriend you until they decide they don't want to be your friend anymore. And that can be because of jealousy and envy, could be superiority complex, pride, ego. Some of it's flat out, they want what you have. And they will do whatever it takes on any extreme to get it, even if it means unaliving somebody. They're heavily in satanic worship. I didn't find this out till later. Like I said, they're involved in all kinds of things: human trafficking, money laundering. I didn't realize the extent until like they came after me. The smear campaigns, the hacking into people's phones and emails and computers, and destroying jobs. Like everyone was always like blaming the government. Does the government do those things? Does military do those things? And I'm going, okay, let's look at the track record. Now, I'm not saying here or there. I'm speaking from my experience. Who were the monitoring spirits? Who were the ones doing all that? Getting in the way of people's jobs? Hacking into their phone systems and internet systems. What you call gang stalkers. This is just my experience, was the astrology community, the twin flame community. What other community did those things? Scientology. There's a whole documentary about that on Netflix. I'm just saying what I know, my experience. I can't speak for other people's experience. I can only speak for my own. But that's why I say astrology is dangerous. Because when I worked for this non-for-profit and I was just there, I wanted to help people. I wanted to help, women and men, who've been through trauma. And this entire non-for-profit organization, the second I walked in the door, they had issues with me. And I remember there was two people, and there was a lot of people that work at this facility. And the owner owned this facility for a really long time, and it was all based on idolry, astrology. And they had shamans there, and these shamans, everyone there had repeated customers that have been seeing them for 4 or 5 years, spending $100 an hour. And when I came in, I was like, no, you come in, receive the service, and go home. And, for me, it was more, okay, if you feel you need it, and that's something you want to do every month, or you want to have a session with me, great. But that's up to you. But I can see they never wanted their patients to heal. The shamans were like, if they heal, They don't come back. We don't make money. I mean, there was one woman that freaked out. There was like, she just wanted to keep her patients coming in because she wanted a burial site for when she passed away in some random place. I was like, honey, once you're gone, you're gone. They're really going to take advantage of all these people for that. But that's what I'm saying. They're very gone. Like, she's like already planning like her funeral and stuff, and I'm going, so you're gonna rip off, take advantage of all these clients so you can just have something that's of ego? Because it is a rip off. I mean, it is. I mean, it's really dishonest and it's horrible. And I remember, they had a nurse practitioner there. She was an alcoholic, and she actually got kicked out of a hospital and was working for this non-for-profit. And I remember me and this other girl who was a counselor, we were the ones that they were constantly attacking, and we were always kind of like, what is going on here? Why? Because if people heal, they're not making money. So if we're there and people come in for one session or two sessions and then they're done, that brings attention to them. Why are these people seeing them for 5-6 years, these shamans, and not getting healed? But they don't want you to heal. Just like the tarot readers. They never want you to stop coming to them. Your money gives them an ego boost, and your money. That's why they're going so crazy with me right now. That's why they've been trying so hard to silence me. I had a guy today. I'm not going to help you fix your phone. It's hacked. Oh, well. And he was just like, you have to get rid of everything. And you have to stop talking to your family. You have to stop talking to all these people. He was literally threatening me. And I was like, oh, sweetheart, I am not the person you should be threatening. Because I don't do anything. I sit in a chair and I let God do my fighting. I do nothing. But trying to silence God, because it's not me speaking. It's God saying, you have a predestined purpose. So you're not silencing me. Today, this guy tried to silence God. I don't have words for that. I don't have words for that. I was flabbergasted. I didn't have words as far as like spiritually. I had a lot of other words. But spiritually, I'm going, this guy did not just do that. And welcome to the astrology community. Of course, this guy's trying to silence me. Telling me I should delete all my videos and that I need to go off the grid. I'm like, oh, sweetheart, I'm not the same girl I was 2 years ago. But tell my astrology friends and the tarot girls you like to hang out with that I said hello. Silencing God, going to war with God, that's on you, not me. I don't wish that for nobody. I've read the Bible. I know who created me and in whose image I am created in. He's almighty and a wonderful Heavenly Father. No way. So, just be very mindful of the astrology community. Because, like I said, these people, they hid under the guise of non-for-profit. Why? Because they know they're protected. So you guys take care, and I'll see you next time on Beautifully Redeemed, Evelina.